Hi students, parents, guardians. This is the first maths task that we're going to do at home. This one's looking at angles and shapes. Just a nice straightforward activity where kids can have a look around at home and try and identify some of these. Okay, now Zaya has written down, now you can either do it for your child or your children, or they can write down what they'd like to find themselves. Zaya's written down a few, so what are they, Zaya?
So we...
Call them out one at a time.
So we've got rectangles, number one. Spheres, they're 3D balls. So yeah, a ball. 3D circles, I should say. Cubes, a 3D square. Circles, you all know what a circle is. Triangle, yep. Parallel lines, and right angles.
Excellent. So Zaya's written down the shapes and the angles. So what you can do is put them in a bucket, okay, and then you can either find the ones that Zaya's going to pull out and look for them in your home. What I want you to do is write them in a table. Okay, so how many shapes do we have or angles? 7. Okay, so you only need 2 columns. Now what's a column, Zaya?
So a column goes down.
Good, so you need 2 columns, okay, and then 7 rows. Okay, so write down all of these 7 things down one side of your column, and then the other side is where you're going to identify what you found, okay, in relation to that. So the first thing Zaya is going to look for, pull one out there.
I'm going to pull one out of the magical tub, I like to call it, is cube.
Okay, now what I want you to do as well, and parents, you can set more challenging shapes and things for them to find. Okay. Now what you can also do is with the cubes, you can give your own definition and write down your own definition as well for each of these. What a cube is, so how you identify a cube. Okay. Now, so when you write down in your table, in your column, you write down cube, and then Zaya is going to go and look for a cube and see if she can find a cube in the home.
It doesn't matter how big or small they are, but you have to really look, and you can get one very tiny, some very big, and I've got a big footrest.
Good. So that would be one cube that Zaya's found, and she's going to write that down and put that in to her table. Good. Next one, Zaya. What's the next one?
Yep. Next one is another 3D object, a sphere.
Good. Now, parents as well, get your child or children to write down a definition of what a sphere is, okay, and then they can go and look for it around the home. Okay, Zaya, have you found a sphere?
Yes, but also a quick tip that if you can try and find at least 10 or even an extra challenge 20, that's what I've been trying to do, find 20. So I can go around the house, try and find a sphere, and a sphere, and
Good.
the ball.
Alright, excellent. So Zaya's found a sphere. Okay, so write down how you would describe and what a sphere looks like and what makes a sphere a sphere. Good, next one.
We're going to go rub it up. And we've got right angles. Now this is a hard one. Okay, so we're just going to explain what
Okay.
We're going to explain what a
Now, before you explain what a right angle is, parents, if you want to pause it now, and you can get your child or children to give a definition of what a right angle is. Okay, so you can pause the video now. And if not, Zaya's going to describe what a right angle is. Now, can you find a right angle first, Zaya?
Yes, over here. Yes. So down here. The corner bit where these 2 lines meet. If you can find a little like fit a square in there, doesn't matter, it can be massive, but all that matters is that you can find fit a square in the part where those 2 meet.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's the 2 angles where they meet. If you can fit a little square, so it can be any size. Doesn't matter what size. You've got a little right angle in the corner of the paper there. Okay, good. Next one, Zaya.
Circle.
Good.
Got circles. There we Got
Good.
circles. Now,
Can you find a circle?
there's circles everywhere, but the thing is they're kind of tricky to find. So,
Be careful.
circles can be found on 3D things, such as the top of this circle
Good.
and the bottom.
Yep, good. And we've got a circle here as well on the top of the
Yeah,
bucket.
and even the table.
Table, good.
The table's a circle.
Excellent. So find as many circles around that you can around the home.
Then
Okay.
find
Make
the-
sure your parents are supervising. Don't want to go into cupboards where you shouldn't be going if there's any chemicals or anything in there. But, okay, so circles. Next one, Zaya.
There's 3 more. This one.
What we got? Upside down.
Um,
Triangles.
Triangles.
It will read
Right.
backwards, so we'll have to. Triangles. So can you see any triangles? Have a quick look around home.
yeah.
Triangles.
Not really that many triangles, but on I did notice this one, the beach hut.
Yeah. So the top of the beach huts are triangles.
Top of the beach hut.
Now, also you can identify what type of triangles they are. So what type of triangles were these, eh? If you put a line across underneath the points of the beach huts, what would they be?
I don't know.
Don't know, that's alright. So they would be equilateral triangles because all the sides are equal. Okay, so have a look, see if you can identify what triangles they are. Okay, see how many different types of triangles you can find around the house. Write them all down, sorry that's my son. Yep. Okay, what's the next one there?
So the next one, we have one more, and the next one is rectangles. You're reading it backwards probably. So, yeah, rectangles, yeah.
So find as many rectangles as you can around the home. Good. Was that the last one, Zaya?
And that was the last one.
Excellent. So we only had 7. Okay, you guys might want to write down more. Okay, that's just a starting off for you guys to have a look. So 7 things to find, as many as you can. As I said, parents, guardians, you can extend your child's thinking, get them to identify how many corners, what the angles are. If you've got a protractor at home, they can measure up the angles and things like